this is Kristen McMasters. I'm with the Historical Society of Carroll County, Maryland, and it's a very overcast, cloudy day. And that makes it kind of a perfect day to think about maybe looking at some historic photographs. I've included and attached to this a picture of Mary Shellman from 1877. And that picture gives us a lot of great clues as to how she wanted to be presented. It was a formal seating, so she selected every piece of jewelry and how she wanted to be seen. And so to me, there's some really interesting clues about her just from that photograph. If you look at the top of her head, she's got a feather or some sort of comb in her hair, and that's a lot like these sort of combs. It would have been of turtle shell or perhaps of metal, like this hair comb. Those were common then. Of course, it was way before the time of plastic, so you would not have had a plastic hair comb in her hair. She has earrings on, and that's also fascinating because with the Victorian age, earrings were considered sort of vulgar. They were kind of the thing that maybe loose women would wear. So she has pierced earrings, and we know this because screwback earrings like these earrings were not even invented until the 1894. And clasp earrings, like the kind my grandmother used to wear with the clasp, that wasn't even invented until 1934. So this picture from 1877 would not have had clasp earrings. By the 1940s, these clasp earrings really took over in popularity. So she had pierced earrings, and to me that says something. She wanted to be seen in them, and actually she sort of didn't care what the Victorian thought was. Pierced earrings have been around since Egyptian times, but they just fell out of favor with Queen Victoria. She also has 2 rows of round beaded necklace. And because it's a black and white photo, it's really tempting to think, oh, they must have been black beaded like these. We don't really know that because there's no color in that photo. So it really could have been something like a dark olive beads, or it could have been a dark cobalt blue beads that were graduated. It's hard to tell in a black and white photograph. However, beads at that time would have been glass for the most part, and they would have been drilled because that's way before plastic beads with holes in them. Lastly, I want you to take a good look at her pointer finger. There is a glint from the photographer that makes you think there's a big ring. And it's easy to assume, being a woman of means, that maybe it was a diamond ring. We can't tell that from the photograph. However, I will say that diamonds were really not popular until much later. The diamond mines really weren't in full operation in South Africa until the 1860s, very late 1860s into 1870s. And this was an 1877 picture, so having a diamond in Carroll County would have been very, very unusual, especially one of that huge size in the photograph. And secondly, they really actually went out of fashion until about 1839 when the De Beers family took over and kind of manipulated the diamond market and brought back the whole idea of big diamond rings for engagements. And that wasn't even till really after World War II. So I wouldn't think that was a diamond ring on her finger, but it was certainly something glittery. And I really enjoyed looking at these old photos. I hope you join me for the next look at some old photos with the Carroll County Historical Society. Here's some great resources if you're interested in more research on antique and vintage jewelry.